Special keys, basement key. Oh, man. Let's get a banana just to make sure we have enough steps for whatever is coming now. Ooh, we've never seen the inside of this room. I mean, not with our own eyes, at least. Let's go. That's the basement key, people. That's the basement key. To continue up, you must go down. Yeah, we already know. The basement key. Okay, now we need to make it back. We have 25 steps. 24, 3, 2. But here we're losing 2. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Okay, we definitely have enough. Let's go. If we get a dining room, can we actually draft? We can draft something here. We could see if we can get any dining room here, because that would give us a lot of steps. Let's try. Should we just use a regular? And then hope for or do I need these keys still? I kind of want a dining room. I don't want to get the archives. I don't know if the bunk room is going to be of any use. So maybe we'll just get the code check and stash something in there. No, what would we want to stash? The rabbit's foot we could stash. Should we get the bunk room? This room counts as 2 bedrooms. I forgot what that does, to be honest. Okay, let's just get the bunk room and then whatever. I don't even want to go in here, to be honest. It's trippy. We could also go here now, see what's here. But I'm not going to use a key anymore. No. I want to keep 3 keys. I don't know what's going to happen in the basement. Okay, we go straight until we're in the library and then through the nook. There isn't any items here, right? In these bookshelves. I don't think so. Okay. Now we're going through pantry, hallway, den, great hall. Pantry, hallway, den, great hall, and here we're turning right into the foundation. Use a key. Okay. Time has come, people. We can get into a new area. It's probably going to be like a small room and it's going to be immediately locked off again, because that's what the game always does. It like gives you the sense of, yeah, you're getting somewhere, and then you get like 3 steps in there and that's it. Special keys, basement key. Oh man. Wow. This takes a step away, okay. There's a button there. Oh no. This is connected. The boiler. This is the boiler. This is this thing from the boiler, no? Which makes that other thing move. I don't know what to call it. In the boiler, there's this weird thing that moves up and down. It looks exactly like that. So maybe we can turn that off. Oh. We made... Yeah, that's good. So here we can access... Why was that here? This guy points towards here. I don't really want to push it all the way though. Let's just leave it here. Yeah. Okay, what's here? Where the heck are we? This one's not working anymore. 20 past... that looks like 20 past 8, but the small hand is almost at 9. Oh, what's that? Why are there so many paths in the same direction? It's so weird. It's back here. Well, nothing really. Okay, what can you do? Okay, that makes me think we have to get... Aha. Well, can we move this one? Oh yeah, we can. But how do we move it to the side? Okay, maybe we'll find some... So this, I'm assuming we have to get to... Maybe here? Nah. But surely we have to press that button there. It's also glowing like crazy. But the question is, how do we move it sideways? Maybe we'll find something... Oh, that also looks like it can be moved. No? Come on. And what's this here? Is that a staircase? We can probably pull this all the way back to here. What the hell? Ah, look at that. And then we can get on top of it and over there. Okay, I see. Or we can, oops, get over here. Ah, and then we can push this. So we get this one to here. Put it up so that we can walk over here. But then we need a second one here. Aha. Aha, aha, aha. That's why there's so many of these to move around. I was like, why do we need to block the way like 6 times? That doesn't make any sense. Alright, so this way we can move over here, activate that one, which goes here. If we put this up, we can go over here, down there, into this back area, and then something is here that we don't know about. Okay. And then... we might not be done. We might not be done by that point, but I need to see first. I can't really imagine it at the moment. This is, oh, we can actually do it like this as well. Okay. We can raise and lower it while we move it. But here we actually don't want to raise it. Interesting, okay. So here we just go over. Then we can only go here. Then we'll take that one. It's doing a little bit of a curve, but that's good. Let me put this up. Now we have a problem. We do it like that. Cool. And then we can cross over here now. Here, yeah. There's nothing here to take for us. Here it almost feels like we might be able to go over here as well. I don't know, maybe. Maybe. A lot of these pipes around here. Can you go to the back? Okay. Nothing in the back. What's this? 100 bells. Sandy Heights, 5 p.m. Okay. We got the 100 bells in here. What's this? Antechamber entry controls. East lever, Great Hall. Yeah, we know that. South lever, Greenhouse. West lever, Secret Garden. Oh, so by east, south, and west, they don't mean where they are located, the levers. They mean which door they open. I mean, I guess the west one opens the west one, but the Great Hall wasn't in the east. The Greenhouse is actually in the east. So why doesn't the Greenhouse open the east one and the Great Hall opens the south one? That doesn't make any sense. The north lever is in the underground, so we actually want to find the north lever in the underground. Okay. Well, we already unlocked the underground sequence path, like by moving the minecart, right? We want to get over there. I can probably push that here. Yeah, I can push this wagon thing here. Okay, so if we want to get over there... Let's see. We can pull that one back. That one we kind of keep here. This one we pull back quite a bit. Like that. The problem with this one is we can only have it kind of like here. Like that. So this helps us to get on here. And then what? We need to pull this here. That's like too far of a step, no? Do we have anything else in this freaking place here? This looks like the secret garden thing. If we have a sledgehammer, we can probably break that. That looks like the secret garden. I have a lot of keys, but none of them open anything here. That's a bit weird. Might be missing stuff here. Well, dang. There's a lot of boiler piping here. Okay. Maybe we have to solve this now to continue on. Oh, we can just use this. Oh, I made this way more complicated than it is. We don't even need to go to the left side anymore. I'm so ridiculous. I made this way more complicated. Oh well. Okay, maybe like that. Because this one is already here, right? So we can just use the ramp here. And then go over here. Kind of. Great, nice, perfect, smooth. Oh, I'm sweaty because it's so exciting. Ooh. Let's go, let's look at it. Because the other pass was locked, there's nothing else there. Oh, we're here. On the other side of the boat. So if we manage to lower the reservoir, we can then probably take the boat, but it probably stays on the side. Okay, so the reservoir can actually be lowered significantly. Ah. And is that where we... look at that. We only have 9 steps left, though. But we do get to use this. Which okay, let's think about this quickly. So here, we can still access this place from here, where I'm right now. So we have to move this at least to the point where I can access it. So at least once more. That means we can get over there. So that skips 1, 2. Okay, so if we manage to get... So we can now go there. And we can also get this guy here. 1, 2. That means we can get over there. Okay, if we go there now and use this control. 1, 2. We can get to that control. From that control we can get either here or there. Okay, so we definitely want to do this. Okay, so now we can actually go in here. But that's just a control panel again, so not very useful. Although, that would allow us to then go there. But I kind of want to see what that is first. Because I think when I go around to here, that takes away steps, I'm not sure. So let's look at this quickly. We've come here. There is nothing here, really. That's just empty. We can come here. This is just a control. That would be quite interesting. Maybe that unblocks something. And then here we're going right now. Okay, I actually know how to get to all the places. And the lower level I don't think does anything, right? There's nothing on the lower level. No. Just because I was confused because it also has these bridgeheads. Wait, here. Mechanarium. You found a secret floor plan. The Mechanarium has 1 door for each mechanical room in your house. I mean, let's add it. I don't know, sure. Oh, here's the full map. Here. Oops. I can actually get rid of these pieces and actually put the map in properly. Okay, let's look at the map. So we came from here originally in one of the previous episodes. We moved the minecart. Here we need to light the torches because that's the torch chamber. And then we went here and there's the boat that we cannot access because the water is too high. And here that's the fountain entrance and the water is also too high. Then now we came from here, from the lift. We did all the puzzly stuff here by moving the stuff around, but we didn't manage to break through here because we probably need a contraption that was mentioned in the comments. So R.R. Gutmann here mentioned in the comments that we need the sledgehammer and the battery pack to make something that probably breaks through the walls. So I'm assuming that's what we need here. And that could lead to the outdoor area and the entrance area of the mansion, like right below where we start every day. I don't know, maybe that's where this leads. Now, right now we are here because we went through the basement here. We saw the staircase and we know that we can go through here. Not very useful, but we also went through here. I don't even know why this is here. I don't know if that's that useful. But we are here, I think. No, we're actually here. 1, 2... dang, okay. No, actually, this is required to go through 9 now. So we'll use the configuration here to set it up so that we can go from here to 9. So we'll go back, set it up, and then go through here to 9. Okay. Cool. I mean, the map was semi-useful because I feel like I already knew everything. Okay, we have to rotate it like 300 times now. We only have 9 steps left. Yeah, it's tight. It's tight. Okay, we're back here. We rotate it at least once more. Okay, then we go around. We come out here. We go in here. And then from here... No, that's not good. That's not good. I'm sweaty because I'm scared that we don't have enough steps. Look how far this is going back there. Are you kidding me, man? Okay, so we're going around. We're coming out here. We go to this one. And then we'll rotate it all the way around once. Skip these two and be able to escape out. Okay. Does this take away a step? I hope not. Come on. No, it doesn't. It doesn't seem to be taking away a step. Okay. Oh. Otherwise we would have lost 2 probably. Okay, now we rotate it like 10 times again. Okay. The moment of truth, people. What is back here? This is the only path that we have left down here. So that's the only path here that we have left. We've explored everything here, everything here. Otherwise, we only have the torch chamber, the fountain, and this railway. So 3 more things. Here we need to lower the water. Oh no, actually we have the reservoir as well. So torch chamber, reservoir, fountain, and railway. Okay, there's actually still a bunch of stuff here. And we know that somewhere down here is also the north antechamber lever. Well, you know what's the tricky part? I just realized that you have to... If you want to get through the antechamber out, you have to unlock not only the north one, but also one of the other ones. So do you need to get both of them in the same run? Oh, hello. No way. We just lost a step, by the way. Dang it, we just lost a step. Now I'm not sure what to do. Because I also want to take the other path. Where the heck are we going? What? This is the north lever. But we can't make it back because we don't have enough steps. Oh, don't tell me I have to do this like in one day. These are all locked? These are all locked, or what? These are all locked. Oh, I need sanction keys. There's probably specific special keys, 8 of them, that open these. Oh, look at that. Every realm opens one of these doors. So we need to figure out our, and there's there's 8 red letters. Right, there's 8. There's 8 red letters, there's 8 sanctioned doors, there's 8 realms, and therefore 8 colors. Ovin Nevare. Ovin Nevare. Sounds Nordic, or it doesn't sound Latin to me. Ovin Nevare. Oh, I'm sweaty, man. Oh, it's so annoying, man. I don't know what to do now. Okay, well, we could... Which would be possible paths? The fountain. Maybe that's the fountain in the main area, so we can actually get in here from the main area. What we should do... Okay, we actually go back. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to go back. We're going to go through this little side path in the underpass to explore that. That's definitely something we can still do. And then I'm just thinking of how we should leave the configuration here. Well, let's think about that afterwards. We have 6 steps left now. Ah, this is for the letters. This is about the letters, probably. Oh, this might be the entrance that's caved in from the outside. Likely. This is connected through these pipes. Something about these pipes, man. We could go here, but is there anything there? I don't think so. Oh, there is something here. What the hell is here? Okay. Ah, that's good. That opens up this path. That's good, that's good, that's good. So we can actually go... So when we come from here... we should probably now push this cart forward again. Because when we come from here, we actually get access now to here as well to here. And when we come from here, we get access to here. But here we have a control. So we can actually... control what we want, so we don't really need to care about coming from here. What we want is good options for... So we always want to leave the wheel in a way that we can come from here towards the control. And then when we get the catacombs, the tomb next time, we'll push back the mine card. I guess. Scripts, mining company, excavation department, log 608. After almost 3 years in the tunnels, S&R has informed me that we will be closing up the site in June. It has been a somewhat bittersweet experience working on such a historically significant excavation over the past 30-odd months, yet being unable to share any of that work with the world, maybe one day. Still, there is a significant amount of work that has yet to be done, and it is vitally important that we conclude our efforts in the main cavern and reinforce the structural integrity of the site before we seal the tunnels next month. It may be many generations before they are reopened. Main cavern. So the other one was Foreman's log 3. Now this is Foreman's log 608. Okay, so this is significantly later. In fact, it is 3 years later. So he wrote less than, so 3 years would be about 1,000 days. So he wrote approximately 1 log every other day. Or this is 605 logs. If we say that he worked every weekday, those are 5 days, so that would be 121 weeks divided by 52 gives us 2.3 years. So he definitely wrote less than a log a day, approximately like maybe he wrote a log every 2 days in a row and then he skipped a day or something. Okay, something like that. Maybe he had holidays as well, I guess. I didn't factor those in. It does not matter, I think. He's been here 3 years, he wrote a log almost every day. Well, actually I can get out there now. Oh, did I? No, I think I just lost steps by doing that. So let's just okay. And then we leave it. Do we leave it in that configuration? I guess we can leave it in that configuration. Then we move the mine cart, and then we can come here from the other side. And then from here we can go out to the sanctum. And if we happen to come back here, we can just use the control to do whatever we like. Now we have 3 steps left. We can come back up to the foundation and hope for a dinner. Or we still have a chance, maybe. We only have... This is the basement underground. Does this take away a step again? The foundation. No, this doesn't actually take a step. Okay, let's go down again. I want to make sure I put in the key card because I don't know if putting in the key card down there is a permanent change. Probably not. Nothing is usually. Okay. It's probably going to be like deactivated again next time, I'm assuming. Okay, we have exactly 1 chance now. We have exactly 1 chance to get a dining room. And we will use our keys, otherwise, not keys, dice, otherwise we're screwed. We need a dining room. What? Did the game just decide today is the day or what? You must be kidding me. Let's eat this. This gives us enough steps. Plus an additional 10 if you have a trophy room. What's a trophy room? Guys, we actually make it to room 46 today. We are probably going to make it to the end, to room 46. Let's see. We have 21 steps. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, minus 2, 9, 8, 7, 6. Bingo. Bingo, bingo, bingo. Today is the day, people. It's unbelievable. I've never been that lucky in that game. I've been so unlucky the entire time. You guys had to watch through 26 episodes of me struggling and not getting... There are so many rooms we haven't even gotten once yet. Man, okay. We go hallway, pantry, east wing hall. Here? Yeah. I don't want to mess it up now. Then through the gym, the rotunda, then the kitchen. Perfect. We're down to 9 steps. How lucky was that, man? Wow. I thought this would take us another 20 episodes to get to this point. I thought this was impossible. I almost feel like the game shifts things in towards your favor if you've done a certain amount of things. Okay. We're down to 7 steps. Let's go. People, room 46. And the music stops. Let's see what's behind here. Do we need a key? That would be so ridiculous if you need a key for this room and then people don't have a key. Oh my god.
There was once a red prince.
And now we're blue.
Who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies.
It was us.
And a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red.
Yeah, and this is our mom reading it to us.
It's the only true color, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow.
Crow is black, canary is grey, green?
Of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up.
To the sky, which is blue. No realm is blue.
For fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue.
Freaking indoctrination, even in this red... Why is our mother teaching us this stuff?
He didn't see the birds. Or the changing of the leaves.
To orange. Or brown.
He never saw the sights of life's many symphonies. He couldn't see beyond the red shade he was aware. He never caught a glimpse of the world I had to share.
Is she the blue one? She's blue, but she was... Is she the one that had to go to the south? Blue is associated with no realm because they want to... Because maybe they want to make everyone believe that the blue realm doesn't exist.
You might see it too. The skies parted and the clouds withdrew. The prince had a new favorite color.
And it is blue.
The color. Blue.
I like it, people. I like it. Good job, Tonda. I mean, the game really, like, it gives you a lot of, like, difficult puzzles that you don't know how to solve because you're missing the clues, and once you get the clues, it actually gets pretty tricky. So it's a very guided puzzle experience. It's not like usually you sit there for a very long time and you have to figure it out. Once you get the clues, it's actually pretty easy. So it feels like Tonda is holding your hand to, like, he's showing you the locked door, and then he's showing you the key, and then it's usually fairly obvious that the key belongs to the door, metaphorically. It's not always about a key in the door, right? But it's done in a good way. I really loved it so far. There's still a lot of secrets that we haven't figured out, though. Lead playtesters. Yeah, there must have been a lot of playtesting going on here. Additional playtesters, yeah. In my game, I've been working on it for about 3 years, and I already have about 30 playtests so far, and each of them takes hours, you know. And if you have, we've had like 27 episodes. That's like 27 hours almost, maybe 20 hours that I've played so far. And for that you need probably 200 playtests at least. 300, 400, 500 probably. And each of them takes hours. Insane. The amount of work, man. And it's a small team as well. Crazy. Absolutely insane. Good job. For Christopher Manson. Man. We actually reached the official primary ending. Or initial ending. Welcome back to another editing session here. I've recorded the footage in the background about 2 days ago, and since then I've had the chance to reflect on what happened, and also during edit I noticed a couple things, and I want to make sure we're all on the same page, so I thought we'll go through the final cutscene again and I'll point out some more things that I noticed, so let's go. Notice how I think we're wearing a red jacket, so we're still wearing our red shell, a red hole, but our eyes, which are the gate to one's soul, are blue, right? We have blue eyes. So while we are wearing a red shell, inside we're actually blue. I just thought that's an interesting detail. So here what I noticed in the family photo is that we are wearing a different red hoodie. I think it's a different one. And notice how our dad, I'm assuming this is our dad, is wearing a blue suit, and our mom, I'm not exactly sure about the color. It could be beige or yellow, so beige or yellow coat. So we all are wearing different colors, which indicate that our mother could be from a different realm than our dad. Now that I'm editing my commentary on top of my original playthrough, I'm actually realizing that in almost all of these shots, our family is wearing white shirts underneath. They even went to the length of adding a color to my younger self, which is white. So it almost seems like the white shirt is a quite important detail in these pictures. As if we are all white or pure underneath and we're just wearing our colors on top. And then this whole conflict happened, and then we were born into the red realm, which tried to suppress everyone else, right? I'm not sure if that's true, that's just my current interpretation. And then our mother also points out that the castle is red, made of stone, so brick, orange, red brick, right? So we can see here in the background how that's red, which probably means that we grew up in this house, but it also means that we grew up in an environment dominated by red influence. by the indoctrination that we also talked about in the school episode. And this is probably an inside look into the place we grew up in. And as you can see, there is a lot of red stuff. We have a red picture, red wall, red carpet, red pillow, red coat here, a lot of red influence. Of a canary or a crow. I quickly had to look up what color a canary was. I thought that was a greenish bird, but no, it's actually yellow, which makes sense. So there's probably a yellow realm. A crow, I would say, is black, although this one looks kind of bluish, but I would expect a crow means black. And then here we have a blank sheet of paper, which is white, and he draws red paint over it, trying to mask the white. Now the question is there's probably going to be a white kingdom, a realm, right? That's why they refer to it with a swan, because a swan is white and snow as well. So maybe there's a white one, and the children paint over the white pages with red. And I guess white could also represent independence or no affiliation, since it isn't really a color, although black also isn't really a color. And maybe the children are taught in school that they need to paint over the white because the state won't accept independence. I love this shot.
Or the changing of the leaves.
So the changing of the leaves, right? The leaves change from green to orangey yellow. So that could mean the canary realm, the yellow realm. Maybe that's what that refers to. Or this could also refer to realms being swallowed by other realms. So maybe the green one was conquered by the yellow one, and then it kind of became, the green one became the yellow one. Or maybe the citizens of the yellow one became more angrier, so the yellow one kind of became the red realm. So our mother, who originally potentially came from the yellow realm, had to find a new home and went to the blue realm where she met our dad. And then we were born in a time where the red realm has taken over, which is why we were taught all these red values. Now here, very interesting, our mother now is wearing a blue scarf, whereas, and she's wearing that beige yellow coat, so underneath it almost seems like she's from the yellow realm, but since she now has married our father, she has this blue touch that he probably transferred onto her. Here again, I don't know exactly what color this is. It looks kind of beige white almost now, her coat, with the blue scarf, of course. So here our mom says she has a world to share, and I think she's wearing something red underneath now, which means that maybe she had to adapt to the red world, but over it she's still wearing blue. There's clearly a conflict somehow where she has to wear multiple colors now. But she doesn't seem to identify with red. And she doesn't seem to be able to speak up about what she believes in. And after thinking about this some more, I feel like maybe our mother wanted to teach us blue values, but it is very difficult to go against the state. It's actually very dangerous for someone to oppose the state, right? So maybe they purposefully let us grow up in a red environment, but set up a path for us to learn blue values, which we kind of did while exploring this mansion, right? So maybe this was deliberately done by the mother to protect the family, and instead she focused her efforts in making sure that when we grow up later in life, we had a chance to actually come out of this red world. And then here, this is a really powerful picture in my opinion. We can see the red flags are hanging and the blue one is on the floor. Usually if people destroy flags, that means that location is no longer under the influence of that flag, right? That's why people burn flags, or they try to rip flags down. And this also really reminded me of the Third Reich in Nazi Germany, where the National Socialist Party under Adolf Hitler started hanging these red flags. If you have a city or a picture like here and you have red flags hanging from the buildings or from bridges, that's usually a reference to the Second World War. So if you've seen the Hunger Games, especially the new one, there was this city that they showed footage of, and you can also see that the red flags are hanging here. And when I saw it originally, this is immediately you can tell, okay, whoever wrote this clearly had the Second World War in mind and what happened there, and tried to bring this into that story. And you can see how this character here, I don't want to spoil it for the people who haven't seen it, is wearing red. And here as well, you can see a lot of red influence in the Hunger Games. If you look at the main cover of the movie, a lot of red and a lot of red flags. And if you compare that to how Nazi Germany looked like, it basically literally looked like this. They really liked hanging these huge flags or banners from their walls of their big buildings here as well, right? So every time you see a picture like that with red flags hanging, you can basically be sure that the writer wants to communicate some sort of authoritarian, fascist, indoctrinating backstory. It all usually starts with children, and then 10, 20 years later, when those 10-year-old children start growing up, they will be 20 or 30, so they will be in the age to be used in military. That's when you have a completely indoctrinated military force that you can use to conquer. So when you start seeing schools putting up flags of their nation or their president, it's not always a bad sign, but it is definitely one of many indicators that indoctrination is happening. And at that point, it is very important to be very careful who you vote into power, given you still have the right to choose who you vote for. Here in the ending sequence, what I did not realize at first is that it's actually 10 in the morning, which is a bit weird because who makes it to room 46 and 10 in the morning? And then here in the back, it says Eden with the crest and the swan. And the swan is white, right? So this refers to the white realm. And that's with a bust in front of it here. And it says Eden, I think. Maybe Sinclair really associates with the white realm. And Sinclair's association with the white color or the white realm or maybe independence is further strengthened by the many swans we found around the house, specifically also in Lady Epson's wardrobe. And then if we look at the car's license plate, that is also related to swans, right? So there's a lot of evidence that this house is under a lot of white influence. And then here in the end, Tondo Ross mentions Christopher Manson, who opened many doors for him. And I looked up who that is. That is, I think, a children's book author who made adventure puzzle books for children. I thought it would be interesting to make a special episode about the work that Christopher Manson did, but now I yield back to the original recording. And we don't get to go into the... That would have been cool if we actually get to go into room 46 to see what's in there. Wow, your new home, because we reached 46, Mount Holly Inn. Why is it Mount Holly Inn? It also said before you can go up, you have to go down. So we got the basement key and we went down. But what does he mean before you go up? We never went up. Up where? Because we know that there is these towers here. But we've never been on one of them. So maybe we could actually go up there at some point. Anyways, what an episode, or what a day. I guess I'll split it in 2 episodes, but what a day. I really enjoyed it, man. Let me know what you think of the game so far. There is a bunch of things still left. I think next up would probably be getting the safes, right? Because the safes contain red letters. I just realized that the time safe is a safe too. So we actually opened the time safe. We opened the boudoir safe. Those are 2, and we opened the gate for the orchard. And then we know that there is a safe in the office, in the drawing room. And there is a safe in the drafting studio, this tiny miniature one made out of paper. I don't know if that one counts, but I'm assuming. And then there is one in the... Is it called the studio? But that means I'm missing 1 safe. Because 8 dates unlock 8 safes, right? Or a gate. Maybe we're missing a gate as well. If we count small gates, that's plural. And we only opened 1 gate so far. So I'm guessing we have all the safes, but we're missing a gate still that we can unlock using a date. Okay, so I guess that would be the next thing, trying to figure out these safes. And then aside from the safes, find all 3 levers. Well, we did that. We never used the greenhouse lever. F that, to be honest. Check if levers are persistent across days. Well, they're not. We should definitely get to the workshop and do what R.R. Goodman said in the comments and build the wall-breaking device. There's still the chess puzzle. And there is the sanctuary with the doors. We can still get the boiler, and we can still do the pump room to get more access. And we can still use the furnace with combination with the freezer. And the grill is also... We need to... Next time when we go on the patio, we'll check the grill the floor on the grill, because there might just be an invisible dig spot, but we need the shovel for that. Just like there was an invisible dig spot in the laundry room, right? That scared me when I dug up this key there. There was also this key for the vault that we can open the vault thing with. Dude, I would like to get the classroom again, because apparently there is 8 classrooms. We only found 1 so far. Or maybe you can get 1 per day, because we were grade 1. Maybe if we do this whole thing again, we can get grade 2 next time. Dude, there's still a lot of stuff going on. I'm interested what else is hidden. There's probably a lot of family history and local town history and realm history buried. Wow, what a day. I'll see you in the next one. Leave a like at the bottom if you enjoyed today's episode. This channel is all about high quality games and how they're made. So if you've enjoyed watching me play today, or if you're interested in game design or even making games yourself, then be sure to subscribe and enable the bell. Take care. Bye.